Welcome one, welcome all, welcome to another exciting episode of Veni, Vidi, Vici. We are here continuing our Roman Empire playthrough, and we truly are an empire now. It has taken us a little bit, but we are finally at that stage. And by the way, I say finally when I'm still like 200 and something years ahead of time. And now, in retrospect, I'm thinking it might have been a better idea to stay as a glorious republic for a little bit longer? I don't know. I guess we're just going to find out if going to empire status this early was a good idea. The penalty that came with it really is that we have decadence gain increased by 10%, and we lost our commerce bonus from being a republic, but we gained an extra 5 XP for our units. And we lost a bunch of decadence from the current government. We also lost the legacy bonus. I think we lost about 2 legacy a turn from that. Here's the thing, though. We're still not close to the income we need to play with the big dogs here. 11 is not enough. If we sort by income, I wonder how far down we are. Okay. We're down about 12th here, it looks like. But in order to get really up into a position where we can try to assure ourselves that we're going to win the game, because legacy points is how you win, we're going to need to triple our current legacy output. And one way we're going to do that is taking this objective here. But we can't do that until we win this stupid war with Carthage. So we're going to try and force them to a peace. We're going to conquer a few more areas over here to increase our war score. I don't want to go after that main stack there. It looks like we are stronger than it, but I don't know. It seems a little too easy. I wonder if... well, here's another Roman army. I don't remember. Oh, I was going to bring these guys down and help with the conquest, but let's leave them up here just in case, and that way we'll have something to worry about. Over here, we definitely wanted stone. Can we get stone? Perfect. This stone will act as a bonus resource for everything around it. And stone is used in quite a few things. So over here, we're making this into our secondary military infrastructure. And it's green wall. Okay, green is good. What else do we have that has open slots? Actually, let's leave. We've got, see, when you get numbers up here, remember, provinces share infrastructure and they distribute food to some degree. So this 142 is being split across the 4 projects I have going. If I start a 5th project, it's just going to be split further and everything's going to take longer. So I like to have at least 2 or 3 projects going at any given time, though. All right, so over in here, I still don't know what we're going to prioritize this with. I think we're just going to try to make this a well-balanced area, which means we go for green borders first. Plus, anything with siege resistance is good just in case. So if it also doesn't take up a slot, well, that's even better. So let's get another Umbria right here in the middle. This is adjacent to our trade area, so we want anything that can take advantage of those trades. Here we go. Lumber is needed. But this expands our land usage. That's right. And that's great. That's perfect. So that's a good option. And what do we have here? Still have a few slots in this one. Public bath gives us some health. Let me mute that. Almost forgot. Do not disturb. Granary. Lots of food. Holy moly, that's a lot of food. I think we've got to take that. Partly because I think we put grain here specifically for that purpose. So let's take the granary. And what that's going to allow us to do is take 3 of these citizens and redistribute them somewhere else. I think I'm going to put 1 there, 1 here. Hell, we'll even do 4 citizens redistributed. That way we get a little more infrastructure and our food is massively taken care of. We'll even put some more into money. Okay, so now that we've got 2 projects going on, 3 projects going on here, and 2 of them are going to take at least 4, we're golden. We don't care about this. We're not going to put any projects into place here because we don't plan on actually holding on to that area. Oops. Let us turn this over. There we go. And I think we're ready. Now, what I try to do with this army here is they're going to march in here. Because this city has no walls, they should just take the region and then march back to defend the area that we have that is theoretically supplying us with supplies. So let's see if that's what happens. So far, it's been relatively easy. I do have it on one level harder than the default. So we fought, I assume that's a garrison, or maybe it's an army that marched into here from a further area. And we crushed them because, you know, Rome. Ooh, there's a navy. 161, that's actually pretty impressive, I think. And they're raising more troops. I'm a little worried that our army's going to get stuck here and kind of problematic. I'm going to try to stop increasing our culture right now because I'm a little worried that we're just going to spearhead straight to glorious empire and be unable to sustain it. Tatre. We will send an explorer party towards the wild mountains of Tatre. You will gain a one-time reward of 150 legacy points. The mysterious land of Tatre might have some riches or fertile lands. We must know more about it. Let's prepare an expedition. We need the land... We need Tatre under our control, or land units in Tatre. Let's find out where that is. Oh, wow. Marian reforms already. I wonder what is required to trigger that. Maybe just the fact that we're an empire. So where is this Tatre they want us to have control over? Way over here! We have to get troops all the way over there? Well... Oh, that's right. Get rid of this. If we fight our way over to here, we can then go conquer our way through independent areas. But that's going to take a while to get to. I'm not sure we're going to be able to. Let's go back into decisions there, though. How long do we have on control the Padus River? 10 more turns. Come on. Carthage just needs to, you know, accept. They formed a new army. So let's try and get diplomacy with Carthage here. Oh, we're pending an answer from them. Okay. Well, let's try doing this again so that the next time that we ask them 161 to 161. Wow. Okay. This is a very tight, close fight between these two navies. This doesn't have a port, so I can't raise. Can I raise a navy here? Yeah, but not a good one. Just some light warships. You know what, though? We'll do it, and that way maybe we can win a battle against the navy next turn. All right. New population point. Finally, this region's actually going to grow a little bit. This has been my puniest, tiniest region for so long. Let's see. What other... Whoa, we don't need that much food here. Hello, money. And a little bit of infrastructure. And this actually got our culture over the top. That's the other thing, is we want to get our culture up over certain numbers. So if we get over 5,000, I think it's 2 legacy points per turn. Over 1,000 is 1 legacy point per turn. Oh, wow. As an empire, it's a higher bar. It used to be 2,500 was the limit. Now it's 5,000. Or at least a tier 2. A tier 3 civilization versus a tier 2 civilization. That seems to be the specific difference. Now, this area over here still needs more stuff. A training ground. Since we can import this from our own areas, it doesn't actually cost us any money. It makes us money by building this, and it takes up 0 slots. I can't say no to that. And what's going on up in here? Still building a bunch of things. Over here, this is an area I actually want to keep. Because eventually I want to own the Sicilian area here. Now, what's the situation with Sicily and the provinces? So the Sicilia province includes Malta here, it looks like. So it's just those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Epirus is only 4? Or no, they have 5 too. They have those little islands here. So I'm trying to just get an idea of how large these provinces are. It looks like 5 to 7. Thereabouts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for Bactus. Baetis. Bactia. All right. Anyway, go back to the main view here. I think we're good to hit the... I can't believe that we've actually been... only getting 30 turns every 2 hours. That seems actually quite low. Hello, iBoy. Yes, I too remember Tales of Citizens. I have not experienced the game with a smaller nation yet, though to be fair, Rome is a small nation. I might actually, my next playthrough might be with the British tribe, just to see what happens there. Somebody says it's too easy to take the tribes to like a level 3 civilization. I don't know, maybe. Hey! Fantastic, they took my peace situation seriously. So now my army's kind of stuck, but we're not at war with anybody, so I can just send it back up right to here, because we need to take this whole Pattis Valley area. I think it's actually all the way up to here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 areas all need to be mine in the next 9 turns or so. Secured a trade deal. What trade deal? Oh! They're a client state. They also said yes. So that worked. Because they were scared of Carthage, who they were in a war with, but I signed a peace deal with Carthage on like the same year that I sent them the... Oh, yeah, no, you can be a client state. Yes, okay. They accepted. So that means their relations are good. So the question is, when do we get to absorb nation? Really? We can just do it? Clauses and war score. Is it really that easy to just annex them? Oh, hang on, I have it backwards. I'm offering to absorb them. That's why. Alright, now it makes a little more sense. So, what does it take to absorb them? I mean, the bargain points is obviously way offset, but, like... Oops, wrong thing. Can I give them money that then just becomes mine? Apparently you can. You can pay off the nobles, I guess? In order to absorb the nation? But, like, if I absorb them, do I get the money back? That would be a pretty huge hole, right? Obviously, you need to spend a lot of money to do it, and I don't have that money. So we're just gonna, be happy that they're a client state right now. No, you're not gonna get an alliance. We need to attack you. Sardes. Sardes, however, what are they asking about? This needs to end, okay? They'll relinquish an objective on my area, huh? Oh, I'm very scared. How about no, Scott? These guys are proposing I give them money and they give me metal. Metal's the one thing I don't... Oh. I actually need it, apparently. Is it because... I built those ships? Or I queued up the ships? Let's take a quick look. Oh, the ships disappeared! Oh, you know what? I might have offered the metal to Carthage as part of the peace settlement? Or maybe I offered it to Syracuse to get the client state situation. Because I don't think... Yeah, light warships don't use metal, so I definitely didn't do anything with that. Cavalry costs a little bit of metal. And it's not even an upkeep. Like, it seems really easy to just have plenty of... Oh, okay, legions cost metal upkeep. Okay. So do the other heavy infantry. So medium infantry don't cost metal upkeep. Heavy infantry do. Cavalry don't. Heavy cavalry do. How come I can build heavy cavalry? I didn't realize that I'd built a building that lets me do that. They're 4-3 with 3 hit points. They have a flanking modifier of 1. So their combat power is 5. So 4-3 with 3. These are 2-2 with 2. And they're considered skirmishers. So what's the value of heavy cavalry here? It's for fighting its medium infantry. Its added quality is that it's fast compared to foot soldiers, so it's useful on the strategic map for raiding operations for emergency situations. It comes at a cost. The unit is significantly costlier than the regular foot soldier. So it looks like if you're going to construct an army entirely of cavalry, you want some heavy cavalry in there. I don't know where the speed would really matter. It doesn't even say anything about its... Oh, it does say movement speed over here, right? So, legions... Legions are also 6, though. Or maybe they're talking about on the battle map. Useful on the strategic map for raiding opportunities. I mean, heavy infantry is also 6? So, I don't get it. I don't get what the point of heavy cavalry would be in this example. But whatever. So where's our navy? Our navy was in port over here. Did it get destroyed because we... Disbanded? That's some nonsense. A peace deal shouldn't cause our navy to be disbanded because it's in a port we lost. Oh, come on. That's not a great way of doing it. Carthage conquered Byzantium. Oh, the area that we had previously. They took it back as part of the peace deal. So that's the problem, right? The problem is the way they have the peace deals set up in this with the most recent update. So I'm going to have to put in a sort of bug report. Slytherin forums. I got to remember to do that at the end of this. All right. So, yeah. So the way they have this set up is the Romans occupied this area during the war, and when the peace deal is made, because we didn't demand this area in the peace deal, Carthage officially conquered it. That's within the game terms mechanics. That's how they dealt with it. But that meant that my fleet got disbanded, which is weird. Okay. They want the alliance. We said no. We got those guys heading up there. Let's check our builds real quick. We can do one more slot here in Picenium. Wow, that's growing like crazy. Let's get a little more money. A market in Picenium doesn't get any useful... Well, it gets some money, but not a lot. An armorer, no. Wheelmaker will help the whole region, but it doesn't get the lumber bonus. Let's give him the smokehouse, because it already has the cattle here, so it doesn't have to do anything. It doesn't cost anything. All right. What else can we build here? 7 slots. That's the Tiberius. Right here in the middle, but next to Rome. What are they giving us as options? A warehouse. If we got lumber... So I wonder if lumber and stone seem like useful things to have for this purpose, but what are the other options? A crafter district. We do love our green bordered options, but we'll get that in the future. Let's focus on the warehouse for now. And in the south, what do we got? 6 open slots. No green borders. Huh. We already have lots of that. A fishery will give us food and money, and it will produce fish. Now, we can already import it from nearby areas, but not every area. Let's do that. I think this actually needed fish. This is importing fish right now. Maybe not. Fish market or something we were building. A coastal market. Already has the fish bonus. All right. So that's not super valuable, or... All right, and this port area over here, oh, so that's what the hash marks mean. That means client state of. Okay, I understand now. I got to save up a bunch of money so that I can buy off Syracuse and make them my client state. Apparently, it's going to cost a huge amount. So here's what I want to pay attention to. Let's... Actually, these all started as italic, right? But we did have a bunch of Greeks. Yeah, I think these are passively converting. So here we can see 36% italic. If we go through a couple of turns and come back, I think we're going to see that these are slowly converting over to italic, but only if we put some of them into, because the conversion rate increases based on the amount of culture that you generate. Unfortunately, this tooltip right here should tell you what the conversion rate is right now, but it doesn't. All right, next turn. So those guys are at a war with each other, which is great, because we'll go to war with one of them, conquer what's left, and then go to war with the other. Well, they're both weary. There is actually a war weariness function. Hey, we gained a progress point. Again, might be going a little too fast for that. No, that's not happening. Epirus wants a trade deal. I'm going to guess it's going to be they want more of my units. They're actually going to pay me a good price for them, though, so I'll accept it, especially because we are apparently kind of low. I know, Scott, I know. As long as they don't get completely reduced. They're going to start taking hit point things, but they're going to be back in Rome soon. Yeah. We don't have to go in garrison, but just get into here and it will be fine. So how's our loyalty situation? I haven't actually looked at that recently. So loyalty, light green color is average loyalty. Orange is low revolt risk, though. Why do we have a revolt risk in there? That's kind of scary. So we need to start looking into our, you know what? We need to look into buildings that provide loyalty is what we need to do. Because 66 is enough to keep them loyal, but not enough to prevent them from breaking away during a civil war. Yep, we're going to need more of those loyalty-based things. Now, part of the loyalty is that culture gives loyalty bonuses for welfare. 7. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So this is from welfare 7. Put both of these guys over here, and that jumps up to 12, and this only says 8. So it looks like the loyalty you gain... Revolt risk, change from ethnicity assimilation. So the revolt risk is saying if... If all of them assimilated, it would go down by 2? Or if one of them assimilated, it would go down by 2. Hard to say. So what happens to that loyalty if we put italic citizens down here? That increases it very little. Like, okay, so you need a lot of culture to really affect that loyalty. So really what we want is to change the population's unrest numbers, which you need to do by getting more of them converted to italic. But that having been said, the other thing that we need to worry about here is even the areas that have basically almost all italic are having low loyalty, because the more people you have, the more unrest you have. Full stop. So in our largest population areas, we got to start looking for loyalty bonuses. So this is a culture bonus, which does increase loyalty very small amounts. It would be nice to get some extra money from the cloth, but let's see. We'd have to get silk. But do we already have silk here? That's why it's not going to cost us anything. We have wool. Huh. That's interesting. Usually it would say... It says needs silk trading required, which means that it would cost me whatever silk's normal cost would be. But it's not incorporating that into the thing. So amphitheater is green. Let's do it. I don't know if we're ever going to figure out how to get silk, but we've got plenty of money, so we'll just take advantage of that. Over here, we're looking for military buildings if we can get them. But also loyalty buildings. A pleasure house. We got to take the decadence increase because, yeah, I definitely want to start putting loyalty buildings in. Okay. And so there's plenty of projects in the north there. The amphitheater is actually going to take forever there in Campania. And over here we've already got that project going. Up here we've got that project going. Okay. Progress token. Yay. General died. The health of our ruler has degraded to average, which is good because the guy's awful. He's just giving us penalties. So our army came home, and it actually lost a unit. It used to be 22. Now it's down to 21. So if we had... I don't know. I guess we could have gone to Sicily instead. That might have happened in one turn. I don't know. But, like, I guess the lesson is if you're on a campaign overseas, make sure part of the peace deal is you get to keep the area your army's stationed in, or send your army home before you give them a peace deal, or give them the peace deal and then immediately run away. Start going home. Dalmatian emissaries now. See, they are willing to give me enough. So 2 foot would cost us 75 each, so they've given us an extra 100. And Dalmatia is tiny. We'll give it to them. And the alliance, I thought we already rejected that, but I guess not. Where the hell's the Roman fleet? I looked for it. It said it was disbanded. What is it talking about? Now we got some bugs going on here. These are Syracuse fleets, not Roman fleets. That's why okay. Anyway, we're going to build that fleet again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that cost us a lot of equipment and a decent chunk of money. And let's see, our army here, which did we lose? We lost a medium cavalry. It looks like, no, we still got 4 of those, 2 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5 velites. Well, here's 4 more anyway. Now, why does it say 13? These guys can't be supplied anymore? Or that was last turn? Rome's got plenty of food. So they should be fine. I guess the 13 just means they were unsupplied last turn, so pay attention to that. Okay. Wow, we've got so many building slots. We can't even build fast enough. We're growing so fast. And up here, we want them green ones. Yep. Rome itself still has making that there. And Campania's still building this. That's going to take a bit. Green one. Okay. Down here, finish the building. What can we give them? Loyalty bonus. They're stuck at the tail end of our empire here. We definitely don't want them to revolt. It'll be a pain to go deal with it. So, loyalty bonus. Go. 40 turns? Ay, ay, ay. Alright. You can go here. You stay there, though. Productivity 3. We don't want them to grow. We'd rather have the extra. So if that's the case, maybe we want a clay pit. Oh, God, a clay pit would take even longer. Let's get the loyalty up and 36 italic. We're going to keep checking that every turn if we can remember. All right, so the army is just going to chill in Rome this turn and hopefully repair its supply situation. All right, our navy's been rebuilt. We still have plenty of manpower if we have to replace losses here, and we have plenty of money. We might make a second army that's not for fighting on the field, just for sieging things. That might help us conquer these things faster, because we don't have that much time. Yeah, we secured a trade deal. Sardes wants more stuff. They want to give me metal manpower, and that's still an extra 50 money. Okay. They want me to give money for metal and manpower. No, thank you. All right, let's get a core of 1, 2, 3, 4 legions. And then 2 Italic foot, 2 Italic allies, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 velites to cover the front, 2 light cavalry, and 2 heavy cavalry, or 2 regular cavalry. And let's see how much that costs us. I mean, we're using up almost all the equipment here in the province of Italia Superior, but I think we'll be good. Now the question is, I just queued this all up here. Where is it actually being built? Is it being built in the actual capital? I guess no. I guess when you are recruiting and you have a province, it always just does province-wide recruitment. Does that mean that every beneficial building in this entire province is going to apply? Obviously, probably not stacking 2 barracks on top of each other, but if I have a barracks anywhere, then I must get the bonus to XP when they get built, right? That seems like it would make sense. Meanwhile, up here... Ooh, regional roads. Yes, we need the roads to extend up into this area so we can march quickly. So this army, it looks like, has been fully replenished. No, it's still got some that have low effectiveness. Now, another thing I wanted to test. If we move these guys, do they still replenish while on the move? That's the next question. Because, damn, we don't have a lot of time on that. 6 turns. We got to make it happen. So next turn, I'm going to war, and we're starting to conquest of these various areas. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These areas here need to happen. All right, let's leave that one the way that it is. Northern is fine with the regional roads. So we've now got 2 army stacks. One's 25, one's 18. They should both be good, actually. But let's see, how does that affect my numbers at the top? We'll look at that in a second. Then we'll come back and check that eastern or western tip of Sicily there. The AI is taking a little bit longer to run now than it used to. I think that might have something to do with the empires getting bigger and requiring more decisions. Yes, we did. Okay, so first thing, how's the Italic citizenship here? Still 36, so it hasn't, nothing's changed there. We'll see. We'll see if it's decisions only that affect that. So we're going to have them join that army. This army is going to come up here. We'll try to run a campaign against both of them next turn. That's what we're going to do right now. We're going to declare war against both of them. And then next turn we can go in and take them as quickly as possible. We're going to have to assault some of those cities, I think. Meanwhile, this navy is going to have to come blockade this port. All right. And up here, we can build a new building. A weapons depot will give us some siege resistance. Remember, we do want these 3 areas in the north to be our bulwark. I don't think a stables is really useful here. Not doing the recruiting there. We'll take the monument instead. And that's already producing the roads for us. I do need more roads. It seems like somehow we still don't have good roads down here. I think we'll need to get another pink. Yeah, we'll get woodcutting. I mean, it's not ideal, but we need something else here to get the roads all the way to the south along this coast. At the very least, we need this coast roads to be full so we can go back and forth and do what we need to do. Okay, so that's got slots. This has an extra set of slots here. Let's see. Brutium down in the boot. Crafter district is green. Let's take it. No major downsides to most of those green buildings. So when they come up, we're going to take them. All right, here we go. Can we conquer those settlements fast enough? There's 2 walled cities we're going to have to deal with first, and then the other ones we can conquer fairly quickly as long as there's not much actual resistance from the armies. Gulp. Thing is, I don't think we have time to deal with sieging down those cities. Aetolia. They'll give away their objective on me. That's good, and they'll give me enough money to cover. See, they're now actually giving me enough money to cover... Now, these guys really kind of aren't. They're giving me just barely enough to cover the cost to me, so... Rome is now openly hostile. Being warlike. Yes. We went too far. The Celts were like, we know that after you're done with the boy, you'll come after us next. And it's like, well, that's one way to look at it, I guess. So this doesn't have a walled city, so we'll take this, and then we'll see if, well, it looks like it's 1 just to march into there because it's a plain for some reason. I guess because the enemies are there. But let's go up here, and then to here, and then to there. So we'll conquer those 3 areas, and then we might have to siege Venetia. Jeez, this is going to be cutting it real close. One, two, three, 4. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Ugh. Okay, so here's what I want to do instead, I think. I want this 18 to go over here and start sieging that down. I want this 25 to go fight, take this, then this, then this, then that. And because the 25 is going to be better suited to... Come on, why can't I click the damn city? Okay. This, and then... Oh, that's not a walled city. It looks like a walled city, but it's just a city on a hill. This is a walled city. Okay, that changes things. I don't have to assault it. That's good. That's good. A lot of good. Okay, now, a lot of this is going to change based on how their armies move. We're probably going to have some battles this turn. This army can probably sustain itself fighting all these guys because they're not very strong. They're really weak, actually. This army could fight all of them at the same time and still win, probably. Okay, let's check buildings. Let's grab a slot here for the East Coast. It's got its roads, a spinning mill. It can trade for flax from the local area. It produces cloth. We don't have cloth anywhere in the Empire, so let's do that. It would have been nice if we could have put that here, but this is still a nice central location, so anything that needs cloth can now get it locally instead. I'm happy about that. 8 open slots in Umbria. Umbria's growing like crazy. Oh, that's... Well, they're not anymore. 13. We need some farms up in here. I guess we got to build a hemp field in Umbria. Just because right now, I'm using all of my population to feed itself. We need more food. Is this a better option? That's a better option because we also get the health with it. Okay. And we already have hemp. Widely available. All right, check down here. 36% still hasn't changed. So maybe it's only those decisions that will convert people over. But it seemed like it would also do it passively. That's what the manual implied. So there was a battle and we won handily? We won handily. If you do want to go back and view these and find out what went wrong, I think you can. All right, so mission accomplished. We conquered one area. We'll conquer those other areas, hopefully, just as quickly. Uh-oh. We're about to become a stable empire, which, you know, I don't think it's any better or worse than a young empire. It's just one step closer to being a glorious empire, which is the highest you can go. Seeking an alliance. These guys want an alliance. No. Sardinians want an alliance. They actually won back their territory from Carthage? Well, I'll be. I don't think I want an alliance with you, though. Asbitia. So, let's see. I don't even know how we get to that area over here, whatever the Tatre. How the hell do you send an army over there without it dying from being out of supply? I don't know. Oops, Control F. You want me to send an army down into the desert to get extra legacy points? Unfortunately, that dog just ain't gonna hunt. All right, so over here, unbreached walls 1 of 1. So we're besieging this. I mean, honestly, no. We're just gonna assault it. And then we'll move up here. Oh no, we have to assault it first. That's gonna take the whole movement, the whole turn. We have gained Pottus, which is a seat of power for the Celtic people. We gained their treasury. Excellent. And we gained that objective, which gave us more legacy. Excellent. Now our legacy jumped up to 18. Did we get a whole bunch more cultural areas? Yes. One region has exceeded 5,000. That would be Rome. A bunch of others must have crossed that 1,000 threshold. That's good. So what was our next objective? Did they give us another one yet? Is this an objective? Oh, it must be the capital of our enemy. This is objective. Okay, yeah, that's the symbol for the objective. I don't know what that symbol is. I can only assume it's the symbol for a capital, right? So our new objective is Massalia. Carthage is still an objective, and we still have the Greek areas that are objectives. Seems semi-random. Anyway, buildings. Let's check out building situation. Land expansion. Permanent minus to our... Let's get the clear water instead. It'll be a 3rd health building, which means we'll get access to better health buildings over time. And over here on the left... This is where we kind of said... We were hoping this one to be our stone and lumber area. Can we get lumber here? No. Oh, it gets lumber from someplace else nearby. Okay. But a warehouse... That's a 2nd warehouse, but I think the other one I was building was in the south. So having a warehouse in the north to boost our infrastructure output is pretty good. It means we're going to have a lot more space for buildings. So this one doesn't have access to the bonus lumber, so it's going to build it. And down on the tip here, 36% italic. We have not yet exceeded. Ooh, a sacred estate. This would be a religious building. And it gives us a loyalty bonus. Good. Culture bonus. Good. Doesn't use any slots. Fantastic. Remember, we do get a bunch of decisions and events so far that we've seen that say... This benefits areas that have government buildings, or this benefits areas that have religious buildings. Hey! Oh, we've already completed it. We only need one of them in order to do it. So, all legions in Italy will lose 1 hit point. Aemilia and Pottus regions each gain an extra Roman citizen. 1 extra military structure worth no more than 100 infrastructure points will be given in each region and gain 150 legacy. Or each gain 2 extra local citizens. Chance of a local tribe revolt increased, gain 125. All legions in Italy lose a hit point. One region will gain an extra citizen, the other a legion. One extra military structure worth no more than 125 will be given in each region. I think this one is the best option, but the question is, if I get more of these regions, do I get more stuff? Because this is saying where? It's Amilla and Padis regions. We have Padis. Amilla isn't even one of the ones we're supposed to need. So why is Amilla? That's this one here, right? And Padis. So I guess it's because we owned Amilla, we had the possibility of getting that. We're gonna conquer a couple more areas here, and then we get a couple more turns to do that. So we're gonna do one more turn and see if conquering these other areas gives us even more benefits. Yep, wiped him out. Good. There's a fight over there. We won. Things are going pretty easy. I hope this isn't... I mean, if the game is too easy and the AI is too meh, that could be a problem. But then again, you know, Rome had a pretty easy time of it in the beginning. Though we did push Carthage over real easy. Partly because we were able to build a navy that just popped into existence. Alright, so let's check that decision. What does it say? Oh, interesting. We have to be at war for these. It's not that we have to own them. We have to own Padis, right? But these other regions have to be at war with us in order for this to complete. So let's do that right now. And then we'll look at these other things. Treasuries flooded with coins in gold. We're considering using some of these riches to either acquire metal or manpower. In fact, though, because we have the two armies, we're actually losing money. I don't remember what the administrative burden is. I remember reading about it. Administrative burden reflects the bureaucracy and inefficiency of running a state. It depends on your nation's size, your number of structures, and your civilization level. It's a global cost deducted from your income to reflect the expenditure of your state. Nation size is the largest factor. Small nations will have either no or negligible burden. It's not applied if you opt to play using the easy setting. Well, we're not doing that. That's why it's there. So it's just going to keep going up as we get bigger. So we want to say no to this. What are the other options here? Oh, yeah, we have more laws. Slaves can now be freed under certain conditions. That's right. We need governmental buildings in order to potentially free slaves. And we were waiting until the last second to do this in case we built more government buildings. I guess we'll do that now. We don't need the light ships. Should we sell our metal? Or, yeah, let's sell the metal. All right, we've done all the things there that we can. Actually, you know what? Let's do this, and then... Oh, why can't we go further? Oh, terrain is prohibited during harsh weather. Okay, well. We conquered that. We marched here. We did this. We get a progress token. Soon we'll be a stable empire. And going there actually reduces our age by 50%. But again, if we go there too soon, the age isn't too big. That 50% reduction will mean a lot more later on. Enemy army strength is very weak. Enemy fleet strength is pathetic. Our money has gone way down. Our manpower is not great. Oh, that's because it's capped. Okay, metal is overflowing, which is why we sold some of it. We can form province pretty soon, right? What are the province situations up here? Oh, this is all one province, basically. We're going to get all of it. Soon. Alright, check on these other provinces. Don't want their infrastructure points to go to waste. 8 open slots. Piscinium here. Ooh, a noble district. Is a government building? No, it's a culture building. Gives a lot of loyalty, but that's where the decadence starts to get you. I think we've grown too fast. We've flown too close to the sun. But I think we're also going to need this. Let's get some more people working in infrastructure to offset that. And down here, still 36% Hellenic. I don't know what we need to do to make that flip. Anyway, up here, these newly conquered areas do have buildings. This one needs a new building. A barracks will be fine. Because, again, this is our military recruitment area in the north. This is kind of our military recruitment area in the south if we need it. And these are actually in different areas, right? This is a province in the north, and so this is going to apply its bonuses to the entire province once we create it. Same thing here. So that's interesting. And the reason you want to specialize like that is because you only get tier 3 red buildings when you've already got 6 red buildings in the region. Skip that, we killed them. Skip that, we killed them. Oh, they took Pottis back, you bastards. Hopefully that didn't affect my decision. Oh. So we're starting to fall behind in the legacy now. 19's actually pretty good, though. Massalia wants to get an alliance. Now, that was a historical, valuable Roman ally. If we make an alliance, can we then get them to be a client state? Maybe. Oh, Dalmatia, Dalmatia, Dalmatia. What do they need all these troops for? Are they really all... Like that's happening every damn turn. Yeah, let's get Massalia as an ally. Oh good, our crappy ruler's about to die. We've got a nice planned out situation there. Uh-oh. We sold our metal. We sold too much of it. Huh. I didn't realize we had not enough metal left to do that. Oh. And now, okay. All those buildings that provided metal that we were like, whatever, when are we ever going to need metal? Now's kind of a good time. Let's build bigger walls in Rome. And then look for metal production buildings. Ooh. Can we move these around? Yeah, we can. Okay. No, I'm pretty sure metal is usually here, though it may be down here too. Crafter district is good. No, B is recruitment. I thought B was build. Oh, okay. That's already building something. Let's fix that. Construction is V. Okay. large warehouse for the south, but it costs too much. We don't... Oh, that increases the size of the warehouse. Okay. Ugh. Furnace. There's some metal. I would like those roads, but we're going to get the furnace instead because it's got the bonuses available here. It needs iron, which we're going to get locally, which is fine. So that'll help us a little bit. We're just going to have to look for more metal in the future. We do still have a positive score, so it's going up very slowly. Shipyard. Theater. Farm. Let's get a farm for them. Because yikes. Yikes. That's problematic. We need more loyalty buildings down here. Partly because we've got these Celtic slaves. What's the status here? Still 36% italic. I'm guessing we need a decision to get these guys to become Roman. So, okay. Oh, okay. So we don't get the Marian reforms yet. We need 3 provinces to get the Marian reforms. And we need to spend 750 money. Okay. Good to know. Alright. This here. Charcoal pile, gymnasium. Ah, anchorage. Free siege resistance. Excellent. We can actually form the... we can form the province now. Let's get public works, because they are actually way behind on this for some reason. Regional modifiers due to corrupt governor. No, raided. And major corn law. Religious trouble. Infrastructure's 50 there. Where's the other infrastructure penalty? There it is. Raided, get the other 25%. Okay. Anyway, somehow it's minus 125%. Oh my god, and they're starving to death? Because they're minus 120%. Well then, that's a problem. This region's gonna revolt. Look at that. Wait a minute. They have 0 loyalty and their revolt risk is only 4%? Change from region in ongoing unrest. I guess it's just going to get higher and higher over time. But we've got units there to help suppress it a little bit right now. Yeah, all of this is bad. We're going to have some problems in the north here soon. But in the meantime, we are going to create the province. Now, when you create the province, I'm pretty sure it automatically picks a capital. I'd like it to be here, but I'm guessing... What's the population density situation here? Population 15 in Venetia. So because I only own a Milla, it'll probably go there. Oops, let me pull the chat back up. Sorry, guys, I haven't seen that in a bit. There we go. Well, Boris, you could be my advisor. What do you think I should do? Where should we go after we secure northern Italy? Uh-oh. We lost? Did we lose? Looks like we got bounced back. I wonder if it's because our metal is a problem and we lost some legions. Well, good news is our metal is now much less of a problem. I don't know how that went from like minus 100 or something to minus 33. Oh, we actually, the trade deals just gave us a bunch of metal. So it's a good thing that I did that, I guess. They're proposing we settle peace. Nope, to the death. Marcomanni? A cooperation agreement. Yeah, I do want to not make war with everybody, and they're far enough away. We're going to reject what you're doing there. We don't need more food. Oh, we can free some more slaves. That's good. Regions with a slave market will suffer a penalty. Yeah, we know that. In regions with governmental or science buildings, slaves can have their base unrest permanently reduced by 1. So we need those government, science, and religious buildings in order for these decisions to really have a big impact. Let's see if we can't find any more to build in the meantime. Slaves are revolting against us in Carnia. Population has decreased. A battle's fought between Rome and the slaves. That looks like it was gonna be over real quick. I mean, we can just fast forward through. Yeah, we won the battle. Okay. That's what I wanted to see. Really, it was just the end screen. So these 22 troops actually not going to go on the march right away because they need to recover. Problem is they can't recover in a province where the loyalty is so low. So this sucks. All of these things are going to be problems. Combat power is only 25. They didn't actually beat us here, right? I guess we'll find out here. Scary loud noises. Oh, look, the width was so low because of the mountains or trees. I can't tell what's going on there. Oh, and we got some bad rolls. Actually, no, these guys actually got crushed because they were just regular Italian foot. They weren't legions. Same here. We didn't put our legions up front, interestingly enough. There's our legions. And they had the same benefits as the enemy heavy infantry because they've got a lot of support and terrain benefits. They got the terrain benefits there. Stalemate. Stalemate. So it was a draw. That's why we were kicked out, it looks like. Oh, no. We lost. Because we lost more troops than they did, I guess. But the pursuit didn't hurt us too badly. Okay, so yeah, that wound up being very bad. And I think it's because, oh, it's a marsh. Terrain defense 2 and frontage 5. Ugh, ugh, that's awful. So what we need to do is go back and find a place that has loyalty so this poor army can rest. Let's send them here. Meanwhile, what's this army doing? It can keep walking through and conquering the rest of the areas, I think. It is a little bit weakened. Oh, no, it's pretty weak, actually. Let's send them back here now. This campaign needs to go on hold. Did I say things were getting too easy? I may have been mistaken. All right, so we've formed Cisalpania. Good. Ooh, this area up here. Not a lot of infrastructure to go around now. Ooh, let's check our friends down here. 36%. Huh. All right, we're going to look for governmental culture building. That's not great, so we'll take large walls instead. Governmental. That's a science building. That's good. Science buildings will help us with the slave situation. Pleasure house is not a governmental building. Seed storage gets bonus from grain, but we also don't have the bonus money. Let's do that. We'll take these people and turn them into infrastructure people, and this one goes into money, and then the food is still there, so we're still growing. Governmental buildings. Science building. Heck yes. And trading is required, but oh god, but we lose so much money. So much money. Because we don't have a source of papyrus. I don't know how to get a source of papyrus. Here's a religious building. Let's at least get that for the loyalty boost. Okay, we're doing everything we can up there. Down here, we've already got that going. Let's just check Umbria and see if we can get a science or government building there. No. Loyalty bonus. Umbria doesn't need a loyalty bonus, so maybe we'll just... sanitation. Do they need a sanitation? Yes, they do. They've only got 8%. That's not enough. Give them basic sanitation, damn it. They also need basic fresh water. But, all right. Passing again. Let's see. All right. Boris says we're going to keep going after the Celts. I'm happy to do that, but we seem to have some... unrest, resistance problems here, and our armies need a break to recover. Carthage is at 632. I wonder if they're going faster or slower. We did just get the extra 150 from that decision. That's the only reason we're in second place again. Yeah, I want a cooperation agreement with any of these northern tribes. Wait a minute. I just missed something there. Did Carthage just declare war on us? Things are getting worse all of a sudden. Regions will shuffle some of their building proposals with an emphasis on harbors, walls, and workshops. I remember that being pretty awesome. Let's view this decision right now, though. We want to distribute the slaves within our nation so that they're not dispersed to 10 slaves population from regions with at least 3 slaves to other regions that have few slaves. Each slave market can distribute 1. I think we have 2 slave markets in the entire place. Ra. Go to Ra. We still have not enough metal to properly equip new soldiers, which is causing some problems, but that's going to be rectified next turn. The 18 is finally going to recover. Ugh. I skimped out on the metal for too long. We were just sitting at the cap. I'm like, who needs metal? Then I sold off all of it. Yeah. This region's not doing great on the loyalty. How are these guys? Did they recover yet? Not quite. They still need to recover their effectiveness and stuff. So they're just going to chill there. I didn't yet find out if these armies can recover their effectiveness while on the move. So let's see. 2. Those guys are all missing. But we know that they can't recover up here because this area doesn't have a loyalty of at least 50. If you don't have at least 50, you can't recover your men. Weeks of troubles. This is an unrest. I don't know what unrest means, but it's probably not great. Luckily, these penalties are going to go away soon. Slaves are being freed under certain conditions tied to their duration in work or the generosity of their master. Loyalty bonus 5. So that's good. Is this a government building? No, it's a culture building. Occupied is still problematic. We need to win this damn war so they're not occupied anymore. Alright, anyway. We now have a furnace here. Or no, that was a fortune teller. Furnace was something else. A crafter district. Well, do we have... Yeah, we're building some trade things here, so... we could build a free crafter district. Ooh, next idle region. I didn't see that before. Let's give clear water. Idle region is regions without any building projects, I guess. Down in the boot here, a religious building, which needs coral, which we can get from right next door. So that's good. Decadence reduction, yeah. And food and culture? Can't say no to that. I wish I could bind this to a button. Oh, it is spacebar. Somebody said it was spacebar, but it looks like you have to have it... you have to have one of these open in order for the spacebar to properly work. Excellent. Up here, do we get a usurer, or loyalty penalty 3? Will ease commerce, even if the practice might outrage some. I don't like that. I do like extra roads, though. You know we want level 2 roads everywhere. And over here, this is another area. Tools manufacture. We don't have tools anywhere. But it looks like this would be much better built down near that lead resource. It also needs iron, which we can get from Atesis? Where is Atesis? Ah, here. Wait. We can? I guess you can. Structures needing this trade group. I don't... How can it be exporting to Lucania when they're... Oh, maybe the iron mine was destroyed as part of this thing, because it says it's exporting, but we're not making any money off of it. Anyway, down here, this is still building. It's building. And it's still 36%. So I guess you can't convert things without decisions. That appears to be the case. So this army is in an area with loyalty over 50, so it should be fine. What's our current situation here? The ratio has been unchanged for a bit, so we're just going to keep going till it's stable, apparently. Illyria attacked us? The local forces crushed the invasion. Where's that? Oh, up here. Illyria attacked. Unable to maintain its logistics, and 4 units report degraded weapons and armor. Oh. We gained a new objective to go west. We have now 2 objectives over there in the west. We have a lot of money. Let's see if we can, if Syracuse likes us enough. What's their current situation? Amiable. Absorb them. Chance 0. Yeah, it's 142 still. So they have 3 provinces, which I guess affects that. How much could we give? A maximum of 2,700, which gives us not enough chance of absorbing their nation. Even if we gave them all of our manpower, it would only be a 27% chance of them accepting. Even if we said we were going to provide... Ah! Well... This makes no sense, right? That we can say, here, have all this stuff. I guess we're paying off the local nobles. I guess it kind of makes sense in that respect. Their stance is conciliatory. One is not enough. 2 is not enough. Let's provide him with 3 and see what happens. Let's propose it. I have a feeling trading away all of my manpower and money right now is probably not the best idea. So these legions probably didn't recover because... Or no, we haven't actually hit the go button yet. I think. Alright, so let's see what happens. Syracuse, it looks like, is going to be absorbed into our empire here. And then we can form that province. We can actually do the Marian reforms too, but maybe that requires a certain amount of money. Wow, our money just went up. Money went up from 50 to 200. Oh god, did our units get, like, reduced? Yeah. No. No. Oh, we gained a new ruler, which might have affected our money situation. Let's see. Well, he's not a bad administrator, but now he's a bad military leader. Jesus. Develop infrastructure. Produce more or gain instantly. No, can't be done. The previous ruler was killed by a wild animal while he was hunting. The retinue didn't do a very good job defending him. Jesus. Oh, nice. Venetia is a new objective for us. That's fantastic, because we definitely want to go kill them. Oh, have these guys fully recovered? Oh, not fully, but they're a lot better than they were before. Did these guys recover? Not fully. I guess we got to wait a little longer. This is still... Yes, that's plenty. So, Syracuse didn't answer us yet, apparently. Oh, that's right. These things take a turn, right? On that turn, I sent it. This turn, they're getting it. And next turn, we'll receive the reply. Now, we're looking for government buildings or science buildings. Ugh, loyalty penalty. I can't build myself to do that. And we'll make a wheelmaker here to increase our infrastructure. Oh, wait a minute. We need to look at that farm situation. Because we don't have enough farming buildings. So let's get the wheelmaker this turn, and then next turn we definitely want to get a farm. I don't want the stud, though. The stud doesn't give much food. Government buildings? Science building. Hey, hey. We'll import it. I mean, we have papyrus coming from the Nile Delta. I guess it makes sense. It's what we can do. Now, this area over here, still under pacification and occupied. I think this one is no longer... Yeah, look, loyalty's much better now down here. The population isn't big. That's part of the situation, too. And 36% is not high. What's the situation in the south? South is fine. We're going to take a turn and let the armies recover now that our metal production is high enough to support the recovery. And we will see... I don't know why the money... It must have just been that bad administrator penalty was hurting us that much. But now we've got that... now we've got that huge penalty to military, which is awful. I forgot to give a general to one of these guys. They took back one of those areas, those bastards. An independent... Oh! Rebels took it. Oh. Hey there, Confer. Rome Total War, the first one was good. So many times I tried to play Rome 2 or Attila, and just... they don't feel right. It's not even the historical context. It's just like the systems just feel like they're grinding against each other rather than working in sync to make a really interesting experience. The whole building thing makes no freaking sense. Like, some buildings affect entire provinces, some don't, and you only have these few slots that you basically, okay, I'm going to make cookie cutter. These 3 buildings are going to go in this province because they work together or something. And then it takes so long to actually get it done, and it doesn't feel satisfying. And then, if you're in a war with an ally, your ally can take a piece of the province and completely screw you over. Like, oh, wait, we're fighting Carthage. You took Carthage, and we took the other 2 parts of the province, and now you're screwed because having half of a province is way less efficient than having an entire province. Anyway, I don't need to go on that rant again. But after a long, arduous, we secured a trade deal. Yes. Rati is saying... What do they want? They want to give us metal if we provide them with Cisalpine cavalry. That's going to cost us money. And we're a little short on money. Wow. Our money income went way down. Why did our money income go down? What just got finished that caused that? So we have to reject that. Nope. Nope, nope, let's not. Our income went down because our country got bigger, mate? Oh, because we gained all these armies. Disband them. Disband them all. They're costing us an arm and a leg. We don't need these fleets. Or these armies. There we go. That's going to help. Now, the other thing is we need to create a province. So here's my thought. The provincial capital is usually marked in some way. It must be this little leaf thing, right? This little thing must be provincial capital. Or is that... No, that's objectives that I have under my control, it looks like. Objectives I don't have look like this. Objectives I do have looks like this. Except this one... That's not an objective. So what the hell is that? Is it a provincial capital? Actual capital? So yeah, this is an objective, and it must be a provincial capital. So gold is capital, silver is provincial capital, which means that Padis became the provincial capital because it has a population of 11. It was the largest province that I had under my control. If I take Venetia, which has a population of 16, does it become the provincial capital? I don't know. Does it matter what the provincial capital is at all? You know what? The Total War games, I never liked the battlefield battles. I could, as much as I complained about it before, the thing I actually enjoyed about it was tinkering around in the strategic map for Attila. But when we go down to fight the actual tactical battle, I just sigh and go, oh, this again. I do the same thing. I put the armies here. I move the horses over here. And now it's just an exercise in following. Siege battles could get sometimes interesting, but I didn't want to fight them. And yet the auto-resolve would just completely screw you. It would be like, yep, yeah, you lost. But if I had fought that, I would have won it. That's stupid. And the province system in this game doesn't require you to own the whole province to get efficiencies. Like, there's not province-wide bonuses. The more of a province you have, the better it is. But even if I only have a piece of Cisalpania, I still benefit from combining them together into a province. I don't need all of it to see huge bonuses. So that's fine. I do want to make the province here down in Sicilia. So Sicilia is going to be formed next turn, because there's no reason not to form provinces. And it looks like it did work. We did get to absorb them. And you know what? I'm okay with the idea of you have to pay through the nose to absorb a client state, probably more for bigger client states. And it's all because you're probably paying off the local nobles in order to give you those bonuses. I don't think... Oh, that's Syracusean fleet. How does Syracuse still have a fleet? They don't exist anymore. How bizarre. How bizarre. All right, that's all fine. Up here, yeah, we've got plenty of buildings being produced. Up here, actually, we just don't have enough infrastructure to build those buildings. So how did our Romans come here? Yeah, they're recovering now. They're almost back. We'll wait a little bit longer for them to recover. What about these guys here? These guys are pretty much fully recovered. But man, attacking Venice hurt a lot last time. But let's go for it. We're going to go back in. Now, what is that black arrow? Does that mean because we're crossing a river? Yeah, I think it means we're crossing a river. So maybe doing that is better. Odd that the rivers look red in the province overview. If you have none of these selected, it looks like this. So let's look at these map modes a little bit more. So this is population. We looked at that one earlier. Really? Red is very high population. I guess it's relative, right? It's probably relative to other areas. So this is population 5. So everything over 10 must be considered very high at the moment. Everything 10 or under is like this light orange. And then is green 6 or less? So yeah, 8 to 10 is orange. And it looks like green is 6 or less. And then we've got the supply overlay, which shows green being surplus supply, red being not enough, and orange being no surplus. Selecting a stack updates the map relative to its own consumption. Food's converted to supply, which then used to feed the troops. Troops might need to forage if there's not enough supply, leading to possible pillaging. The remaining food will be used by the population to eat and expand. So if we click our largest stack here, I think it starts by default to your largest stack. What if I click on my smaller stack? Nope, didn't click on the stack. There we go. Didn't really change much, did it? I mean, these guys are using 9. The other stack is using 13. Yeah. I don't really know that. Okay, so this is combat strength overlay, which is pretty interesting now that we're actually at war with somebody. You can see bright green is strong friendly forces, and these are all relative to your strongest stack. So you can see the 15 is a sort of lighter green. It's their average friendly forces because they're not as good as my strongest stack. And then you've got the enemy, which is on par, the 14 there. And then red would be stronger enemy forces, and purple would be much stronger enemy forces. These are general, of course. Speaking of, you know what? I'm going to send this army up here to attack so that these guys don't get a chance to rest. Because it might wind up in another problem for us if we don't fight them together. This force has actually been able to throw us off because of that marshy terrain. What else do we got here? Movement overlay shows movement point values. The stars indicate discounts to movement because of nearby roads. I think the reason this one has 4 stars is because 1, 2, 3... No, 1, 2, 3, 4 areas. Actually, 5 areas, isn't it? This is road 2, 3, 4, 5 roads. And this one has 2 stars, even though it has 1, 2, 3 roads. Huh. This one has a star. Oh, probably because it has basic roads. Basic roads. 2 stars is regional roads. And then 4 stars is paved roads for some reason. Yep, 4 stars appears to be paved roads. There must be a... I don't know what 3 stars must be. Is there a 3 star anywhere? Can we find a 3 star? Or is it just saying relative, paved roads are just that much better than regional roads? It could be. And look, we're like the only one with all of these roads. We've got all these roads and stars. Carthage has a few. The Greeks actually have a bunch, but they've got some terrible terrain to begin with. So it makes sense they needed some roads. Egypt has a bunch of roads. And down over here, the Seleucid Empire has roads. Political overlay. Yeah, you think those barbarians don't like us, huh? Now, why don't we see a political overlay according to diplomatic status you have with them? So we're neutral to Carthage. They're not our enemies. We're out... Well, Massalia actually has conquered a lot of this stuff over here. I thought I would be an ally with them and then, you know, make them a client state and absorb them, but they might be too big for that. That's a little problematic. Maybe we'll go east instead and just let Massalia have the west. Unfortunately, the problem is we've got these objectives, but I think we can say goodbye to those. Okay, what else we got? We knew the province overlay. So Cisalpania is going to be ours, and we'll probably try to make this an a solid area, and then we'll go into Dalmatia and get Illyria and try to make our way south this way. I think... Didn't we have some objectives down in Greece? We do. Athens is an objective right now. So we got the trade goods overlay. You can see... Now, blue must be a lot of trade goods. Oh, no. Blue regions with only bonus goods missing. So that means all their trade goods are satisfied. In green, other regions, and orange is regions with 1 to 2 missing goods. Red is regions with 3 or more missing goods. That's an interesting way to color it. Regions with only bonus goods missing. 5 or more. What is the 5 or more implying? Creative Assembly are lazy? Yeah, I think so, Boris. I don't know if it's lazy more so that it's just like... I don't feel they have a solid grasp on what makes a good strategy game. Like, a lot of these people don't play their games super heavily. It's just a 9 to 5 job. Which is so Confer wants to know what's your favorite Roman Empire based game. I think this one right now. I mean, if it turns out to be way too easier, like the AI sucks or something like that, then maybe not. But I really like the systems they've built in this. I just wish it was more polished. I'm really happy I took a chance on it. Alea Jacta Est. I haven't heard of that one. I'll have to look that up. Imperator Rome, ugh, it's just so bland. And it feels like you're just painting the map, and I don't like the family system. Like, anything that forces you to keep track of characters is just right out in my book. Because I'm never going to remember all those little details. I know they want you to get attached to character X and character Y, but unless, maybe it's just me, I have problems keeping track of characters that don't have names that make sense to me. And so if I'm playing a Roman game and I've got one guy named Julius Sepulchrius Cornelius and another one named Scipio something or other, I can't mentally process who those people are and how they're different from each other. I just can't do it. It doesn't work. If one guy is named John and the other guy is named Frank and there's a girl named Alicia, I can figure out the differences between them. I will be able to remember them because I don't need to think hard to memorize the name John. Okay? I know that name. It's easy. Oh, John is the military one. Got it. Alicia is the administrative bonus person. Got it. Who's the administrative bonus person? I don't even remember the names of any of them. Scipio, Cornelius, something or other, right? I can't do that. I can't tie those things in my brain. And it's because my memory is terrible. Like, it takes me a long time to memorize things in the best of circumstances. Yeah. So that is the thing that Imperator Rome really turned me off from, is I just can't deal with those, paying attention to and managing those families just drives me up the wall. And that's kind of true of anything, not just families, but like anything that, pay attention to the minutia of, like in Rome 2 or in Attila, you've got all those agents and they all have their own skill trees. And it's like, an agent has upgraded. I'm not going to remember which of my 5 agents I have specialized to assassin and which ones, 5, spies. One of them is assassin, one of them is good for this, another one good for that. And then you've got, champions and all those other like subtypes. I don't want those stupid things. Just tell me he leveled up and got better at stuff. I don't want to pick because I'm not going to care. Our nation is now more stable. We've become a stable aristocratic empire. And we're going to become a glorious nation soon. See, conversion bonus. I've seen conversion bonuses, which is why I keep checking to see if anybody's converting on their own. I don't know if you need a specific building. Do you need government buildings to get a conversion bonus? Do you need high enough loyalty or high enough culture to do it? Is it just a chance and we've been unlucky? So, leader force pool bonus. I got the impression that when you are a glorious... Oh, you know what? When you're a glorious tier 3 civilization and you then get 5 stars, you enter a golden age where I think you get legacy points equal to your government age or something ridiculous like that. So we're going to want to try to stay as this stable empire for a while. I don't know that we want to become glorious just yet, but I guess we'll see. What's the situation here? 33% Hellenic. It got worse. How did it get worse? Somebody converted away. Oh, no, a population probably grew, and it just didn't. It probably grew as a Semitic population or something, because that was the largest number. Yeah, I don't know how to improve this situation. Yeah, and as much as I, play it like an RPG, as much as I don't like managing the families and stuff like that, I still kind of enjoyed Crusader Kings. Like I just mentioned, I don't like paying attention to all those little details. And yet, in Crusader Kings, the other mechanics are compelling enough, and it's enjoyable enough to where and it makes it very easy to see who's this person again. Hover over them. Oh, that's my chancellor. Oh, that's my brother-in-law. Right? It's very easy for me to compartmentalize those people in a way that under other circumstances, if it didn't give me a title to remember them by, if I just had to remember them by their name, Ulrich the something or other, then I would never be able to do it. But because I'm able to compartmentalize them as their title, as who they are in my court, that actually helps a lot in my enjoyment of that game. Umbria is just huge right now. 15 population. We need to give them stuff. And they're short of... I guess I'll give them a ranch. I mean, I hate to do that, but we're going to make some more money here, too. All right, our money situation stabilized because we got rid of all those armies. Whew, okay. And we formed the Cilia province. Cilia? Is it really Cilia? Isn't, not Sicilia, but Cilia. Isn't that... No, Charybdis was the giant whirlpool in the Odyssey, right? And then... Isn't Scylla like the monster? Where they had to sail between Scylla and Charybdis, if I'm remembering correctly? And yeah, the generals, if you want to give a skill up to the generals, and I kind of like the idea of the armies getting their own, unique skill up. They won again, those bastards. Oh. The Celts came back and attacked my garrison, and they won. Damn it, this is getting a little harder. Good news is, I've got my other army coming in to fight these guys when they're weak, hopefully. Wait, where's my first army? It didn't get fully destroyed, right? Or is it's hiding behind the 19? Okay. I did like, at least in Imperator, one of the more recent updates, in the last, 8 or 10 months or so, I think, they significantly reduced the number of families, which was a huge help. We actually got an aging token because we lost our objective city there. We'll get that back if we take it back. Massalia wants a trade deal. They want me to give money for metal and manpower. I actually have plenty of money, but we're still not going to want to do that. Sardinia wants an alliance. No, we've got enough alliances. Alright, so yeah, there's my other army. The 15's not doing so great. But we're going to send them back in too. Or the 19 there. 19's going in. And the 15's going in. Hopefully, them fighting 2 battles back to back while they're already weak. You know, I should probably pick a general for that other army. I don't think I ever did. I never did. Whoops! I wonder if that's why they're having problems. Yeah. Let's give them a general. Canis is unrest. Clannis isn't... What the hell happened here? From regional modifiers. Infuriated slavers. Oh, we did all those things that made the slave market bad. Oh, okay. Well, let's do this to make that a little bit more likely. Now we need to find loyalty bonus 14. Yep. Yep. I'm a favor of that. I'm all in favor of that. And the local palace down there went away. Anyway, so things are kind of falling apart, which is, something you'd kind of hope for. So here, we need another food building. I guess a hemp field is okay. We just need access to those tier 2 food buildings because we have way too much of our population working on food in this area. And let's check those decisions. Do we have any more decisions that can help us here? Oh, we can do the Marry and Reform. What does it do? Under the impulse and guidance of Gaius Marius, Rome reformed its army, allowing the poor to become professional soldiers. Standardized training and standing army were also novelty adopted by the Republic, as different between the Hastati, Principae, and Triarii were abandoned. This is supposed to happen in like 100 BCE, I think. Progressively reform the legions. Retain all their experience. 100 legacy points as a reward. Or just convert immediately and lose a bunch of experience. Each provincial capital gains a free legion camp, though. But this costs twice as much, and it seems worse. Except that if you really need the strength of the soldiers now, I guess this is better. And getting each provincial capital getting a free legion camp is also pretty good. Let's just wait a turn or two until we get that, till we take Pattis back and reform the province. And then we can do that. Monument gives us decadence. I really need loyalty, though, but getting a third purple building will help us potentially open up new possibilities for that. Because, let's see, loyalty overlay is 5. Yeah, things are getting bad. We need the buildings that give loyalty bonuses now, because our populations are too big. Maybe I should just switch around some population so that there's not nearly as much food being created in these places that have loyalty problems. I already did that here. This is actually starving to death? I don't think we want that. Alright, so let's see if we send both armies in, if we can finally conquer this stupid marshy Venetia. The hegemony games, huh? I heard... I looked into aggressors at one point, but... I was not super impressed. Alright, so let's see. We've got way more combat power than them now. We should win this, right? We still lost because of this damn painful situation. Is the other army moving in? Did they just count as, like, one army going in? That's annoying. I thought I had them both going in there. I wanted them to go in as separate armies, basically. They want Sicilian slingers. I guess we have access to that now. For metal and money, sure. They also want Sicilian slingers. Oh, you know what? No, I want to not agree to that. Because they wanted a lot of Sicilian slingers. 4 of them. Which costs me 150 each. Actually, that does wind up giving me more money. Okay, Epirus, you can have it. They want me to give money for metal and manpower. Don't need that. Metal only for Sicilian slingers. No, don't think so. Hey, we got a new leader. Is he better? He's frugal, which means we get a food penalty, but our decadence is also reduced. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can click on these banners properly, right? So we've got Rome Army. Go in there. Other Rome Army. Also go in there. Okay, now I think, theoretically, we're going to take it this turn. Then we'll be able to take back Pattis and continue. The Etruscans came back. That's interesting. So remember, I had control of this province. The rebels took it over. And now the Etruscans are back. They've reformed the Etruscans. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build some more units. What are we missing up here? We've lost some units in the interim in these armies. So this army needs at least 3 more velites. So let's do that. What does the other army need? It needs a couple of legions. So we're going to build 1, 2 legions and 1... Oops, there's an Italian foot there. We want 1, 2, 3 velites. We want those skirmishers in the front to do what they need to do. They seem to have enough cavalry for now. Invasion by Dacia? What is the point of having a cooperation agreement with these douchebags? Oh, I never did I? No, we do. Cooperation agreement. Yeah, they have a cooperation agreement with Rome. But they're still raiding us. Can we do a transaction that they like? Maybe just actually... offer them a gift to make them like us. Because I know once it gets to a certain relationship, they're not going to... Why didn't I say offer a gift? I can't choose what the gift is? Let me read that. Significant sum of money based on the relationship. Okay, so it's 160 money. I just want them to like us enough so that they're not attacking and raiding us. We've got these other people to deal with. The ruler was killed in an accident while he's taking a tour of the capital. Fantastic. So Scylla is available now, and they've got a lot of Hellenic citizens. Let's look for government. Cultural building. Conversion bonus rate is good. We're still not seeing any of those. Maybe there's a 0 conversion rate until you actually build a thing that gives it? Is that possible? Aggressors' mechanics are not well explained and you're not in control like here. There's a lot of abstract mechanics. Hegemony games are real time, but the way they are implemented is pretty cool. Basically have one map only. Hegemony. I don't remember if I've already played any of those. Anyway, let's look here. 5 slots still for Umbria. Umbria's still loyal, but, you know, I'm wary now that disloyalty creeped up on me. Like, Clannis is getting a noble district now so that it can be more loyal. Ooh, a tools manufacturer. Oh, that's right. We want to build the tools manufacturer down here where it's actually going to be relatively useful next to the lead. Coin maker. Wait, we have gold here? We have gold and copper. Let's make a coin maker here in Rome. I know we don't have silver, but that's okay. Alright, and up here we finished building... Oh, this is still a province. We still have enough to be considered a province. That's good. Yeah, let's build some city walls up here. That's necessary. And now let's see if both those armies move like I expect them to. Or if it's just going to be combined into a single battle again. Maybe if I just keep attacking them. Alright, cross your fingers. They won the battle again, those bastards. It seems like it's not counting. I mean, I know the Roman legions don't do well in harsh terrain and stuff, but it seems like it's only the first to arrive is actually fighting the battle, and the other one just gets turned away. Or maybe it's just counting it as one big battle, and because of the crappy terrain, can I attack them from multiple directions? Okay, so now we're cordial. We're over 25. Is that enough to not have them raid me? So this area up here is above the loyalty level, and so is this. Okay, so I'm going to have one of the armies move over here, rest and recuperate. The other army's going to stay here, rest and recuperate. But I feel like any time that we give them the ability to taxation bonus, decadence bonus, let's get training ground there. Ugh. I don't know why this black arrow. So I'm going to keep the 11. I want to try attacking this from 2 directions instead of 1 direction, right? So maybe keep the 18 right here. And let's build even more forces. What did we build last time? We built 2 legions and 3 velites. Let's turn this into a brand new army. 2 more legions. I like a core of 4 legions. That seems good. And then have an extra 2 allies and 2 Italian foot. And then 6 velites. There. That's now going to make it a full army that we can go and deal with this other army, while our other 2 armies are trying to deal with this nonsense. And we're not going to run out of metal, it looks like, so that's good. Loyalty. Cultural bonus. Ugh, from trade. It's too much. It's too much. No good. Ooh, a furnace. All bonus resources satisfied. Excellent. We do want that metal, because we are a little bit low. Hopefully the garrison here is going to stand strong until this army can come up and relieve it. Can the garrison actually be ordered to fight? Yeah, they can be ordered to exit. I don't want them to, but they can. Oh, we can even give a general to those guys. He's a coward. I don't think I want to give him a coward. Just give him one of these 1-1 generals. They were besieging Clausium. When did that happen? So they must have moved through here or something, and I didn't see it. Any decisions that can help us out here? We don't want to do the Marian reforms yet. Yeah, see if we can just free more slaves. Do it. I don't care. We're good on money. Okay. So the 18's going to chill there. The 11's going to move over here. And next turn, they're both going to attack and see if that helps actually benefit us. I don't remember reading anything like it would. But let's find out. They stopped besieging that other city. I wonder why. But man, it sure seems impossible for these to attack this marshy area. Sardes, no! I said no! That's a no. That's a no. Alright. So now that we've got this set up here, and these guys are somewhat recovered. So if we take a look here, the legions gain a attack and defense penalty of 2 in swampy areas. So they're only 4 3s in there instead, whereas the allies are 4 4s. That seems to be how it goes. Anyway, we're going to attack here, and they're going to attack here, and we're going to hope for the best. And now we've actually got a big stack over here. We're going to give this 2-0 guy, and he's going to come up here and try to attack this force. Nice big third army that we can use to finish crushing the Celts and then go after the Boii. Meanwhile, we promulgated a new freedman law. Never really get to see exactly what the effects of that are, which is very concerning. Ugh, embezzlement in the south. Alright, government building? A school? Looks like we've already got papyrus here, if I read that correctly. Yes, we're already importing papyrus to this area, so that's good. Yeah, we'll build a school. And then the capital down here. A science building. That's good too. But a major harbor is green. And that's pretty good. Oh, and so is a land expansion. Major harbor will come back around. These science buildings seem to be hard to find. It's just a regular culture building. Noble district, loyalty bonus, pretty big, and as long as this continues to grow a lot, we're going to need it. Damn that decadence. Nine open slots over here. This thing is growing like crazy. What do we need? A coastal market. We don't have the fish, so that's not super efficient. A gambling ring. A 6 loyalty bonus isn't terrible. And a taxation bonus is good, too. Let's just shuffle that one. What else can we do here? 7 or more Tiberius. The training ground is green, but I don't think we need it. We don't need it at all, unless we want a tier 2 red building, which we don't really. So a market gives us a bunch of money. Let's use money to solve everything, right? What could go wrong? Wells actually are one of the higher level food production buildings. That's pretty good. But we're going to take the market, because that's a pretty big return on investment there. And let's do one more over here. Arnus just got besieged. Oh, that's the thing. We can't do the tools manufactory would be great, but not here. Down in Rome. Apparently, we don't have access to wool up in the north, so it seems like a good place to build a shepherd house. Okay, let's go back and check our favorite area and see 33% Hellenic. Clean water for them, and we'll come back to that. I really want to know how to convert people. Converting unit types, no. You can enact laws to convert the ethnicity of your population, increase food production, blah, blah, blah. All right, this, okay, we had a battle. Did we have more than one battle? They won the battle again. We had another battle here. And we crushed them. It's that awful terrain. It seems like you just have to keep hitting them over and over again. I can't find anything in the rulebook about converting ethnicities except for talking about decisions that do it. Oh, these are awful. Too many requests, too many diplomatic requests at this point. No, we're taking all your stuff. The Belgae? Wow. Didn't they used to be a huge chunk of this? They're completely gone now. Almost completely gone. The Veneti. Alright, we're going to continue to distribute slaves rather than anything else. Their combat power is only 52. We're just going to alternate between these two armies. This one's going to attack while that one recovers, and vice versa. And we can't recruit any troops from this, which is interesting. We have a weapons depot. Oh, is there no equipment up here? There's basically no equipment in the whole area. Okay. We're building a training ground right now. Anyway, I'll build some more troops here for that force in the north. No. Can't be recruited as a required structure's missing. Campus Marius. Oh, it's recently been conquered. This area hasn't. This has been mine for forever. Oh, it's in unrest. Wait, it's in unrest? The region's in turmoil. I don't know why this region's in turmoil. It's at loyalty 61 right now. Maybe it takes some turns for that. Yeah, it's going to take some turns for that to go away, I guess. Next turn, maybe we can build some stuff. Anyway, this guy came and did his job. Finish off the Celts. Then the Etruscans. This over here is still considered to be occupied because the Celts still exist. Once we kill the Celts, this won't be occupied anymore, and it'll be better. But even so, our loyalty's doing okay up here. These border provinces don't have a lot of population. Let's get some culture up in here. Let's check back on our favorite problem down here. Still nothing. A school. Science building. Sure. Papyrus, hard to come by, very expensive, but then again, we've got some extra gold. So this army needs 3 more legions And some more, let's see, 1, 2, 3 more legions, and a couple of Italian foot to help round it out the way that we normally do. And then a couple of light infantry as well. Or light cavalry, rather. And maybe some more velites as well. Alright. So, this army's going to keep attacking, because it appears fresh. I don't think this one ever fights, for the most part. No, maybe it's not. But this one's going to attack like 3 times in a row, then this one's going to attack a couple times in a row. We're not crossing the river anymore here, so we're good. 8 slots, so this is Etruria. What's Etruria going to contribute here? A farm, yeah. 9 open slots. Piscinium has so much to build. Like, the growth rate on these cities is insane. The ones with so many slots, I'm going to actually take some of the people off of food and put them into infrastructure so we can get the buildings to catch up. An amphitheater needs silk, so it's going to cost us a lot. I don't want that. A gymnasium increases health. Charcoal pile needs lumber, which we have, and produces coal, which we can already get right next door. So maybe the harbor for this area up here. Siege resist 3 in the area that's supposed to be a bulwark against siege. That's pretty good. And what's going on in the south? What do we need to prioritize down here? 5 open slots here. That's the Thalassian temple. That's really good. Reducing decadence gives us food and culture. How could we say no to that? And those all have projects. Well, that's kind of annoying. Whoa, lots of money being made there. Which we kind of like having, but you know. Oh, wow, we're at 192 subtracted. Because we built all those dudes, didn't we? Alright. Let's fix that a little bit. We need a little bit more still. This is actually... needs to look at a little more food production over here. Oh, a large farm. Perfect. But let's see. If we find some more places with too much food... 177. I just don't want to be in the negative next turn. Why is there a slave down there? Shouldn't be any slaves over here. $198. Okay. So our monetary situation is going to be stabilizing. We still have plenty of manpower and metal. I think we're good to go and see what happens. Come on. We just conquer these damn people. The stupid barbarians. I'm going to watch the battle this time, see what's going on. Oh, wait a minute. This is not the same battle, is it? In Serbia. No. This should just go our favor, I think. Ooh, our forks are tired now. Yes, yes. Good. Good, good. Yeah, we won. We pursue. They get attacked. Alright, so we won that battle handily. But now this is the one that's very concerning. We need the general with the 2 to be the main attacker, but that's just the way that it is right now. They have a 2 defender general. That's why one of the reasons it's so good. So 76. They've got 28 units now. Their garrison is part of this. Ugh. Oh. It ended in a draw. Okay. Maybe that's to our advantage. Another round about to start here. So the ranged phase. We exhausted some of them. Excellent. And now, we just need some good rolls, I guess. Gulp. Okay, good. Good. Oh no. Yes. Yes. Does that count as a win? Nope, still a draw. Hopefully we have enough good forces in reserve to make this work out in our favor. Unfortunately, that's still not great for us. Wow, yeah, their cavalry is in the front line, but because of the terrain defense, they get a huge benefit there. Oh, no. Oh, no! Yes! Actually did some damage on him that time. And we're going to do some damage here. Yes, we killed one. Now, it's still a draw. Oh, man. Why is this battle so much different than all those others? I guess this is the big army that wasn't attacking. It was just coming in afterwards and deciding not to fight. Alright. Bad odds. Ugh. Damn it, we need some wins here. Our general isn't good enough for this. Stalemate again! Ugh. This is ridiculous. But they did lose one more force. It's slowly turning in our favor. Alright, let's watch again. This is interesting. I think all our velites are kind of getting exhausted now. Oh, our cavalry's in the front line now. It's our best unit? Really? Oh boy. 4-4. We didn't get lucky. It's because they roll those 3 dice. The general makes a huge difference there. That's going to be their win, I think. Yep. They did a bit of damage to everybody else. Okay, well, that's the best we've done so far. I think the plan of resting one army and attacking with the other is probably going to get me the territory eventually. Our army was larger than theirs for so long, except I wonder if they're being propped up by somebody else, like they have an ally or something. Let's take a quick look. Diplomacy. No, they just have peace and cooperation with these other factions. But they still might have... they still might have a sort of thing where they're buying units from other factions there. Alright, so these troops are going to come all the way over here. Get added to that army. This army, you know, I want this to end. So this is just going to come in and do its thing. And this army that just got trounced is going to fall back and reinforce in the future. We're just going to bring this main army over here. And, ugh, it's not doing too well either. So let's see. 2 of these units have missing full effectiveness, and one of them is missing 1. So I want to see if any of those guys improve. Ooh, 11 units report deserters. But we made it bigger. Oh. Okay, we might need to wait a little bit. God, this is getting challenging. That's good. Oh boy, we've run over our normal limit here, haven't we? We're still not at the 30 turn marker, though. I think I can push through the turns a little faster now, because I feel like I have a better handle on what's going on. And we did spend some time talking about other stuff. We're still growing in glory, though, apparently. Our glory knows no bounds. No proposal peace. Massalia wants a trade deal, huh? They want to provide Balearic slingers and give us money in exchange for manpower? They must be really low on manpower. So you get a bunch of metal or we get a bunch of money. Oh, we have to spend all our manpower for that. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Theater's plain culture. Ugh. A dyeing mill needs purple. It produces dye. It would be nice to have dye, but we don't have any source of purple anywhere nearby. We have to pay through the nose for it, so let's not do that. Seed storage is a lot of food. I think we're just going to hit shuffle. We're looking for money and loyalty. Hey, this is a government building. Okay, I didn't know this was a government building. So, Oration Tribune. So anything that has that Oration Tribune will benefit from those decisions we get that will help convert ethnicities. Good to know. Wow, lots of open slots here. Okay, Piscinium. What do you got as an option? Gladiator School. No. Palisade. Coastal Market. Don't have any fish. Produces coal, which is already nearby. Seed storage. Gives us a lot of money. Yeah, food and money. Let's take it. Meanwhile, what other options do we have? Rome itself has potential. City Guard. Revolt risk, decreased taxation penalty. So we get less taxes. Garrisons is up by 3. That's the only good thing about this. No good. Amphitheater is probably an upgrade to our theater. And all bonuses are satisfied because we'll have cloth this time. Lots of culture. Big culture percent bonus. Yes, this is definitely going here. We'll probably pay through the nose to get silk somewhere, but it is what it is. And what's going on in the south here? All right, good. So the 20 here looks like they did somewhat benefit from the rest here in this area. Oh, somebody paid to get unrest in our area here. That's not great. All right. One of these guys has retired from active duty. This guy's got a 2-0, right? This is our main general. We're going to give him one more turn of rest for his army, and then he's going to go in. It seems a little odd that an entire year isn't enough for rest. And we have another Roman fleet that I don't remember making, so let's disband that. Save us some money. Yeah. That's the Syracusan fleet that I was confused about, I think. All right, hopefully by turn 90, when we log off here for the day, we will have dealt with this situation. Man, you get a lot of legacy points for those decision things. Because I'm still not making the most legacy per turn. And whatever happened to the Seleucids? I haven't actually looked over there in a while. Wow, they disintegrated. Okay, then. So what's the situation with regard to legacy production now? So we know what legacy point income looks like. Where are we in income? Oh, wow, we're number 5 in income. Pretty good. Persia is considerably higher than us. And the Moria... Where are the Moria? That's not a very big empire to have that much legacy. Holy moly. Oh, they're also over here. Okay, it's like a Indian people that have pushed their way through. Persia looks like sprung up in between them. Antigonids are almost gone. They used to control almost all of Asia Minor. I do like how so many of these stupid games, it's so easy to just get bigger and bigger forever. I prefer to see them fail sometimes. So here's the Balearic Slingers that we got earlier. They have attack 2, defense 2, skirmishers, but they've got ranged attack 6, which seems pretty freaking high. What do our Velites have? They have ranged attack 5, so yeah, the Slingers are actually better than our Velites. And what is the other piece to that? They have siege resist 1. That's the same, I think. They've also got agile, and they've got good skirmisher. I think that's the same, basically, except the Balearic Slingers have a slightly better ranged attack than our Velites. Which is what makes sense. This is a provincial unit, performs slightly better than its more common counterpart. It says it right there. All right. So now, these guys are all green now. They've all rested up, except for one little guy is a little bit less effective. But we've got our 2 leader. We're ready to go in and hopefully end this charade. These 2 armies are going to merge together. And they're also strong enough to go in next turn. And they're also commanded by a 2 leader. So, watch out. This is it. It's done. All right. We got to build some more buildings. We did a shuffle on this one because we couldn't find one we liked. A tavern gives loyalty, but requires wine. Ah, regional roads. Perfect. 8 open slots over here. Pleasure Mansion. If we really worried about loyalty, that would be one to get. I think we need another infrastructure building, however. All right. Next province. This one's fine. This one's fine. And this one... Ooh, okay. South needs something to build. Over here. What are they offering us here? Now, it's an interesting thing. I saw some reviews for this game said that they didn't like the randomization of the building options. I do, though. I think it's an interesting puzzle to solve each time. I like not having... Because there's 400-something buildings. If I had to go through that whole thing and be like, which one do I want now? What's the perfect thing? You can't have a perfect build. Oh, I just conquered a new area. Let me get this, then that, then that, then that. You have to really... I like games that make you decide based on dynamic stuff. Making decisions based on static things that are always the same is less interesting. It's one of the reasons that I really like the technology system in Stellaris. It's kind of cool. And it also models the fact that you don't have perfect control over everything as a governmental entity. I can't decide we're going to build a gambling ring over here. That's not how that works. However, if it turns out that, some nefarious fellows have petitioned the government to put one together, we can allow it. And we can help subsidize it and set it up, right? So that's what these are. These are us using what resources we have each year to add some kind of civic improvement to the city based on the things that are already potentially available. A spinning mill gives us cotton. Aternus. Where's Aternus? I can't remember. Is that northern Italy? No, it's right next door. Damn it. I mean, do we want to build more spinning mills just for the money? Yeah, I think we do. Even though we've already got the wool. All right, let's see if we can finally put these stupid upstart barbarians to rest here. Come on, we believe in you. Our combat power is not that much better than them, though. Oh, the center section, the Italian foot. Because our legions are much weak. Why is this legion not up front? Why is it back here? That seems odd. Okay, we won that one a little bit. This one's tied. We've got a better leader this time. It's helping a little bit. We've got to win these next two. Oh, no. Those Italian foot are getting crushed. Okay. That didn't work out in our favor. They're getting weaker, though. You can see they're a little weaker. I don't know if we keep it alternating our attacks, that might mean that they don't get a chance to rest and recover. I hope that's the case. Because otherwise, this is just impossible. Because it doesn't allow us to attack 3 different times. It just chooses one army to do the attack, which is dumb. I should be able to force them to fight 3 times in a year against 3 armies. Oh, we just became glorious. So that happened. We're now getting a ridiculous amount. Legacy from government status, 27 points. Which is, I think, specific to... let's see. Legacy gain increased by 35%. But what it's not showing there, I think, is that our age now gives us legacy in addition to decadence. Or maybe just being glorious gives a flat number, I'm not sure. And Serbia's in unrest. These penalties are all going away next turn, though. At least there's that. But this bonus is going away, too. Let's see. Loyalty bonus? Yes. Fortune teller, sure. Alright. Well, that went poorly. Let's send this army in. And this army can just kind of hang out there and maybe get some slingers to come help it. Go merge with that army. Cultural site. That's a religious building, sure. Let's build one more building here if we can. A cultural site, religious building, yes, thank you. Maybe that will help convert people. We're building a school here, and we still have our 36% italic. I guess we have to build those buildings that actually give a conversion bonus in order to actually convert people. That seems like the case. It might only allow a passive bonus. So there's no passive bonus unless you specifically build it. All right. All right, here's the next battle. They're at 81 now, so their power went down at least a little bit. All right, and we just need to get lucky one time to get some pursuit phases here. All right, they're exhausted up front. We don't have any of our legions up front. Why is that? Combat rating is 3. These guys have a combat rating of 4 in this terrain. I don't know why it's picking that. Ooh, we actually did a damage to him there. Oh, they did some damage to us. They're dead. Battle ended in a draw. Okay, maybe our legions will actually go up front this time. Yeah, we've got 3 of our legions up there. And we've exhausted them. Excellent. They don't seem to be exhausting us the same way. So they're fresh, they're veterans, the 5 is a minimum roll. The minimum rolls never seem to really have an impact, though, because it's never a high enough number. Like, you have to get really unlucky in order for that 5 to matter. So being fresh versus, and the veterancy, I just don't see that impacting it very much. Damn it. Ugh. Another draw. All right. Let's see the next one. Again, just have to get lucky one or two times in a battle. See, they're tired instead of fresh, so their minimum is 3. Same thing, but they still got a 5. It's going to be another draw. Unless, wow, okay, we got 1. If we get 1 more, yes. And come on, big numbers. Damn it. I think it's going to be another draw. Yep. We both lost 1. I've still got 2 fresh legions, apparently. And their heaviest infantry up here has been weakened. Urban militia are very weak, but they haven't actually been on the front line yet. So my cavalry's up front now with my legions. Yikes, that terrain defense bonus for these guys is insane. And they're being supported. Why don't we get support bonuses? Oh, because we don't have enough ranged guys for support in there. So that middle section was very unfortunately weak. See, this guy gets support bonuses because the guys behind him are supporting. So I need more velites. This is going to be a win for them. At least I've weakened them a little bit. I can only hope. Oh, that's a big, big win for us. Another draw. I don't think it's going in our favor, though. I think it's getting worse each time. Seven to 4, yeah. We can't even... He's got so many of these long... These strong guys that we just haven't been able to touch yet. Oh, the cavalry's gonna get crushed. Oh, they evaded it. They just barely evaded it. Stalemate. They each take some damage. Which is good in my... you know what? A stalemate is still good for me. This is gonna be another draw. Jesus. Now it says we're 80 and they're 65. We're slowly wearing them down. We've got another army in the wing ready to go at them. This time our army will be fresh because we're doing it properly. This is bad. Next turn we're taking them. Yep, they got the pursuit phase. They're going to do some more damage to us. Alright, they finally won. But they won't have a time to rest. It's all that marshy terrain. If I could just use all of my forces at the same time, they wouldn't have a chance. Dacia is seeking an alliance. They control that whole area, but I don't think that's going to be okay. We've already got the Massalians on the other side that want the alliance, that have the alliance. They're going to give me metal for money. I don't need metal. Sorry, buddy. These guys want to settle peace. Rejected. Rejected. I know. All right. So which of these forces is stronger? This says power 97, power 61, power 115. So this is the one that just attacked, I think. Yeah. That's the force that just attacked and got beat up. This force is probably the one that's ready to go. But do I have another 2 general? Ugh. A tactician, only on open terrain. Determined movement bonus. Oh, crap. I wonder if this is considered rough. I think it is. Gulp. So, this army is 115. This is 97. So I think this army is going to be the one to go. But it still needs another turn to rest, doesn't it? So this army's going to go in right now just to prevent them from healing. Meanwhile, does this army need more velites? Maybe. Still can't really make the heavy infantry, can we? Because it needs a Campus Martius. I've never seen that. Does that mean we can only build legions in Rome? Maybe. Build more of them, I guess. All right. I think the provinces are good. One more building here. A barracks kind of would be useful down there. Ooh, a silver mine. We don't have silver anywhere. That's good. People don't like working in the silver mine, but you know what? That's going to happen. Okay, we're rotating between these 3 armies until we win this stupid thing. Oh, no. Rebels popped up because I'm still dealing with these other guys. Battle ended in a draw. The garrison's trying to fight him off. Oh my god. Rome finally won. That was a long and bloody battle over that. Okay. They're now only up to 71 combat power. They were at like 85 or something. So apparently, continuous attacks is wearing them down. Okay. About as expected. A draw, still good for us. We've got the forces. We can absorb it. Another draw is good for us. We can still absorb. It killed them both. Wow. They were weak. I think we're going to win this. Oh, no. Oh, we finally won! It didn't do much, but I think that's all we needed to do to force them. Did they lose because they can't retreat anywhere? Yes! Crushed. They had nowhere to go. Whew. It happened, people. It finally happened. Now I've got to combine these armies and figure out how to split them up properly. That poor province has been fought over for so long. Oh, this interface is quite annoying, though. Epirus wants a trade. No. These guys want peace. No. Nope. Okay. So, public works is great. That's a way forward. But a science building is so rare, but we need the public works. Okay. So, I'm going to have all these armies merge together here. I don't know who that guy's going to merge with, but we'll send them all up here. We'll probably turn this whole thing into 2 big army stacks. But we've got enough money and metal and manpower. Metal's just barely able to keep up with the legions that I have here. The treasury's been plundered. Those are no longer occupied. The objective region, Venetia, has pledged allegiance to Rome, so we gained an extra progress token. Alright, but we should be able to pay the army next turn, right? Yeah. Tunis is the next target, apparently. So yeah, our current objectives include areas over here in France, Tunis. We no longer have Athens as an objective. So it wants us all to go over here, but I think we're going to try to avoid doing that. Because Massalia is our friend, and Massalia is pretty strong. Okay, so in the north, what is this place going to do? It's going to probably need some conversion. A tavern doesn't help us with that. Public works, always good. We almost have the full province now. A builder hall seems kind of useful because we're going to need more infrastructure up here. We need to do a lot of infrastructure building, so we're going to do that. We've got the roads here helping out. The south has all kinds of open slots. Okay. Anchorage is green. We're going to do that. That's a no-brainer. Get some more money. 5 open slots. Crafter district. Done. Okay. Couple more turns and we're going to call it for the day. I think we're going to be able to defeat the Celts and the Etruscans here in a second. Processing turn. Wow, we're above the Moria now. I don't know how we did that. Probably maybe one of those decisions that gave us a bunch of free legacy. I feel like those are overpowered. Like, it seems like those are way too easy. In some cases. Not like, some of them, like, seemed impossible, but... So what are they offering here? They're just going to relinquish an objective to get peace? No, 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 no. You're going to cede all 3 regions to me. And, also you're going to be humiliated. Three legacy to me. Yeah. That went off to fight up in the mountains there. Okay, so we've got one ginormous army here that we do not need. Why are these legions separated? I'm not... Oh, it says there's 16 of them? 8, oh, that's their power level, I guess. But, oh, because this is a full stack. Okay, I see it now. All right. All right. So, this army, which is probably over the limit, it's going to come over here and merge with that army. The Etruscans are going to get war declared on them. Oops. Diplomacy, war. We're going to take that last area for ourselves, my precious, etc. And then we will have almost 3 full regions. This here needs to be part of Sicily for us to get the 3 full regions. But now, remember we had that decision for the Marian reforms. I need 750 money. Aw, man. But what is that? It said it builds something for free, too. So we only got to save up some money. That's fine. Are there decisions that will let me get some free money? We could spend all our manpower and get some free money. Let's do it. Corn law and health regulations. Sanitation works. Each region is your nation with at most 1 health building has a 5% chance per population to receive a new one. I guess. Sure. All right. Go. All right, we have that giant stack of units. We're now going to try to split it in half. So we get 2 roughly equal armies. And we'll try to stay kind of passively at that number of units. I don't want to grow the army anymore. I want to grow the economy so that it can support this army and then some. They want to provide Balearic slingers. No. These guys in the south want a cooperation treaty. Yeah, because I don't want to go to war with them. And we might have to deal with them in the future. Alright, so these armies merge here, merge there. Now this army, I can't split it straight in half, which is unfortunate. I have to select the units. So how many? We've got This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So each stack is 8. And then we have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's a weird number. So let's split one of these guys off and disband that. Oh, we can build a public works here. I forgot about that. That they can help build public works everywhere. But they're going to disband. We'll have the other army do the public works thing. Okay. So now we've got 12, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2 allies. And then we need a certain number of skirmishers, in which we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we need 7 skirmishers in each. Okay, and then we've got 1, 2, 3 cavalry and 1, 2, 3 cavalry. Okay, we'll split those armies up. There we go. Can you rename them? I can't remember. Either way, one of these is going to build a public works. The other one is going to move somewhere else that needs public works and build it there. Actually, the other one, yeah, we'll go over here and build public works next time. And we'll give them... Kind of wish these were colored appropriately, because spendthrift is a bad thing. It increases supply usage by 1, yet it's a green color. No, we don't want the spendthrift one. Yeah, we don't have a lot of good options here. Oh, strategist is good, but it's red. Okay, I guess it must be military's red and like movement and supply is green. Alright, so that's good. Now, the other army's staying here and doing the public works thing. And we'll continue doing that elsewhere. Oh. So actually, instead of the public works thing, you're going to go invade the Etruscans. They've only got... now, this is forest, which does kind of suck, but we're bringing a lot of skirmishers, which are good in forest. From national persistence is 27, Glorious Empire. Alright. In the north, we have lots of open slots. And a brickwork will help, because we don't have a lot of infrastructure at all. Palisade. The north is going to need a palisade. Oh, but it's also going to need clean water. Let's take the palisade, though. Ooh, a furnace would get us some metal, and they've got the bonus from coal here. So I think we need to do that when we get the opportunity, because our metal is actually negative right now. A fair gives a lot of money and some manpower. And we'll trade pottery from Latium. That's a good combo here. Bonus is already there. We're missing olive oil and leather, but that's okay, honestly. I'm happy with this. A bank. A bank doesn't do much for us if we don't have the gold readily available. Builder's Hall. Don't need it. Crap. Fortune teller's a religious building. Let's get the religious building in there. Here's our crafter district for free. Ooh. Over here we can get a free monument or a training ground or a smokehouse. We need a smokehouse for this area. Yeah, the food, the health benefit's not great. It's only 13%. Man, being able to click spacebar to click through idle regions is very, very useful, honestly. Ah, a government building. Fantastic. We just need that decision to pop up. Ooh, Greek fire tower. I mean, it would be a really good defense of Rome. I just don't think it's necessary. Rome's already got a lot of good defensive stuff. Here's a basic religious building for Rome. Good. And up here, a builder hall. Herbalist. A granary. That's a lot of food. Let's continue making these things bigger. I have to imagine it's just going to get worse, but we'll try. A noble district to gain loyalty. No. Ooh, we have marble nearby, so that export stonecutter is very efficient. And this has way too much food. Let's get a little more money out of them. Ooh, a large warehouse. Costs us money for making the tools. I want a tool house. That's a lot of money and food. And we'll trade for olive oil, but we've got it nearby. Ooh, a temple is an upgraded conversion bonus. But we don't need a conversion bonus. We're already italic. Damn it. Yeah, let's get the garum shop. Keep looking for that conversion bonus anywhere that we can. Where it makes sense. Candle shop, charcoal pile. We've already got coal right next door. Public baths. No. Flax field. We've already got a lot of it, but I mean, it's a zero upkeep building, so let's do it. There's some regional roads. Always take the regional roads. Unless we, drastically need something else. Pleasure house. I mean, a loyalty 8 is pretty good. A blacksmith, though. Hey, there we go. We need that money and the metal. We don't have copper nearby, but, that'll work. A monument down in the toe of the boot here. A physician's house gives siege resistance. A shepherd's house produces wool, which has some pretty close by. Let's take the monument. The tavern's not super useful. Pottery can be imported from Latium. Quarry. A salt mine. Tiberias is really far up there, though. Yeah, let's get the food and the salt. And over here, a palisade seems like it would be pretty valuable. It takes up a slot, but it takes up 0 upkeep. And honestly, if we ever get cut off navally to Sicily, I want it to be able to hold out a little bit. At the same time, they do need food. They're running low here, so let's do that. What they really need is some buildings that have current conversion rate, but alright, this is probably the last one here. Cultural site conversion bonus. See, 5% of current rate. But I don't know what the current rate is. Why? Apparently there is no current rate, because it's been dozens of turns, and we've never seen a person convert here at all. And up in the north, freshwater for growth. It's only population 7. Let's get that fresh water for growth. All right, that's all of our stupid areas now have buildings, which means hopefully it'll take a little while for them all to. All right, this should just be quick, and it ended in a draw though. The Etruscans won. My God, that's awful. Okay. I guess we're just gonna need a bigger boat. Ooh. We're in a golden age. Alright, one more turn here. Dacia is seeking an alliance. No. Regions will shuffle some of their buildings. Harbors and shipyards. If there was a way to get somebody that converted stuff. A golden age. What does a golden age do for us here? We are a glorious nation. I knew that. Why are we only average military expertise here? I thought we were... Oh, here it is. Empire Golden Age. Culture bonus 25%. Taxation bonus 50%. Wow, yeah, we're getting a lot of money out of this. Decadence from conquest reduced by 75%. Decadence gained further increased by 50%, though. Wow. How long do the Golden Ages last? 12 turns. I think this is an average of all of our things put together, but... Military expertise is calculated using the count and the tier level of any military buildings, including walls, stables, and military workshops, divided by the number of regions. Oh, that's interesting. So there's a reason to build military buildings even after you've gotten places that are good at... yeah, well, I can build over here. I don't need anything over there. If the ratio reaches 4, a nation gains some bonuses, and these improve as the ratio improves. Additionally, city garrisons also get an additional bonus in experience from military buildings in their region or province. The count and tier level of any military buildings divided by the number of regions. Okay. 1 or lower is a penalty. So we're an average. So we need to build more military buildings to up our game, so to speak. These guys apparently need to come back and fight. I was going to have them come over here and build some public works, but instead these guys are going to build public work. Oh, that's not there anymore. These guys are going to chill and recharge. Or maybe we should just bring the one big army. Let's bring the giant big army and see what happens. Oh, that's actually a bug they confirmed on the forums. So we gained a progress token when we took this area, and then when we made peace with the Celts, we gained another progress token because they gave it to us, technically, again. They said that's fixed in the next update. Aha, this area over here. Anchorage, siege resistance on the edge of the territory. Siege resistance is good. Now they do have walls. They have at least level 1 walls. This has no walls. I wonder, are these different? Yeah, it must be because these are Celtic majority here. That's why this looks this way. All right. Well, let's do this next turn and just combine the armies, go after the Etruscans, and then call it and see what happens. Hello, it's Lowy. I can explain a lot more about this game. However, I already have, if you go to my YouTube channel, which if you search YouTube for Bridger, it should be the top one. I've got like 20,000 subscribers. Just 2 or 3 days ago, I did a full video where I explained all the different systems and what I liked about it and things like that. So, taking the army, which still has some weakish forces, but between them, they probably have enough to cover the front line with fully efficient forces. Meanwhile, a bunch of cities need new buildings to produce. So up here... We don't need pottery. Let's build the stables because we found out that that actually has a value beyond what we thought. And land expansion is good. Yeah, let's do land expansion first. We'll do more military later. And here, an armorer actually produces a lot of equipment. And so before, when I was looking to figure out, right, this says the stockpile. This region contributes 126 to the total provincial storage capacity. And I think the storage capacity of equipment, the maximum comes in part from your military expertise. I wish there was more information about what actually gives you the maximum of these. It wouldn't really matter, but it sounds like you get a bonus to maximum storage of metal and manpower and probably equipment if you have higher military expertise. Amphitheater. We'll trade for silk. We're already trading for silk, apparently. A weapons depot gives additional siege resistance, which is a good thing. I think I'll take that for, again, those outer skirts territories. I definitely want more siege resistance. The capital never had a monument? Are you crazy? It never even had a smokehouse? And why would Rome need to import cattle? We don't have cattle anywhere nearby? That's insane. So after we get to 15,000 culture, apparently we're going to get even more legacy points. All right, so let's do this final battle with the Etruscans. I believe, now that we have twice as many forces as them-ish. All right, let's view this battle. This giant force, and we got to fight in the tiny little gap here because of the rough terrain. And we've got, here's the other thing. We've got all these velites. Why aren't they lining up to give support? Oh, these are skirmishers. Okay, never mind. I'm sorry. The cavalry are skirmishers too, the light cavalry, I guess. Okay, so that's fine, because we are getting the +1 support bonus. Ugh. Anyway. Yeah, everything they're doing here is because of the terrain bonus, basically. This is really not going our way. We lost 2 legions. Okay, I guess we need to do that thing where we split up the army and attack it from multiple directions over multiple years in order to pacify these people completely. That's very annoying. I wonder if there's any way to increase the size, or if it's always restricted based on the terrain. I don't know. All right. Well, we're going to call it here. So we're going to hit save. I'm going to save it as this. I just changed the name. I don't know why it thinks it's the same file name. Anyway, have a good one, everybody. And we will catch you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Specifically around 10:30 Eastern Time. Right here on Twitch as Bridger15 and on YouTube as Bridger. Have a good one, everybody.